It's always important to stay hydrated. Toy, I was trying to show you. I got my cup of water.
Yeah,
right here. I'm staying hydrated.
You didn't help me out and get me one, but that's all right. We'll continue. You know,
I'll get you a cup in the commercial break. Well, there's more to staying hydrated than just drinking a bunch of water.
Yeah, our Jillian Brooks, of course, joining us now live to break down the math behind hydration and to make sure you're staying safe during this extreme heat. Jillian, I see you got some things in your hand to help us out a little bit.
I was just going to say, Toy, I look really thirsty over here, but over the next few days, you'll want to have some water just like this close by to prevent heat exhaustion or heat stroke. But if you're planning to exercise or be outside for longer periods of times, you also want to make sure you're including sodium.
So we can't maintain intensity, we can't maintain duration. Our overall performance starts to kind of suffer. So maintaining proper hydration, especially in those hotter, humid temperatures, becomes really important just to maintain our overall performance level.
Before a long day outside, you'll want to hyperhydrate. Marissa Bella with the Department of Human Studies at UAB says you'll want to drink up to 7 milliliters of water per your weight in kilograms 4 hours before exercising. So to break that down, someone who weighs 150 pounds will need to drink 10 cups of water.
If we're in a hot and humid environment and all of a sudden you realize that you're thirsty, it may be too late. You may be too dehydrated.
Bello says depending on what you're doing outside, you'll want to stop for water at least every 15 minutes. Then once you're back inside, you'll need to rehydrate. She recommends up to 24 ounces per pound of body weight you lost during the day. And make sure you are also consuming sodium, like in the form of electrolytes. Without it, our bodies dilute the water that we're drinking.
So with this, sodium is critical. So when we look at how our muscles activate, how our muscles work, our heart works, sodium is one of our most important minerals for it.
Dehydration can lead to heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Heat exhaustion lowers your blood pressure and you might not be using the bathroom as much.
Usually if you get out of the heat, use some evaporative cooling methods, get a fan on you, you can usually feel better pretty quickly.
And heat stroke is much more serious and the symptoms include lightheadedness or heart palpitations.
That's when you experience the mental status changes. You can even go into a coma. You feel lightheaded, you can pass out.
Now, when it comes to kids versus adults in hydration, children don't sweat as much as adults, so you'll want to make sure they're getting enough fluids so they can keep their core temperature down. Toy, Russell?